This is Tank's Vlog for February 2nd, 2018, wrapping up the day in sports. It was the New Jersey Devils in their first home game after the All-Star break, taking on the despicable, the detestable, the awful Philadelphia Flyers. And it was a big game because the Flyers have been hot lately. They've already beaten the Devils twice. And they're right on the Devils' tail. Could have tied them in points. But the Devils, with two big third period goals, came back from a 3-2 deficit, won 4-3 on Pride Night at The Rock. They got Nico Hischier, got the big game winner, ending a goal-scoring drought for the first-round draft pick. You could tell he was relieved to get that goal. And, of course, Corey Schneider is still recovering from injury, so Keith Kincaid got the start and the win. This was a game the Devils had to have. I mean, they got games coming up on Saturday with the Penguins. And, the Penguins right now are riding high. It's a close battle, so we're talking about key games in the Metropolitan Division to get into the playoffs. So, very great win for the Devils tonight. I couldn't be happier, especially beating the Flyers. Meanwhile, across the Hudson River, start spreading the news. They're going nowhere. The Rangers are fading away. Henrik Lundqvist didn't get the job done. He gave up 4 big goals and he got chased as the Leafs shut the Rangers out. 4-0 win. Curtis McElhinney stopping 25 shots. Second straight shutout in New York. The Maple Leafs are now all of a sudden red hot. I tell you, Maple Leafs are a legit team. You gotta like the Maple Leafs. And Curtis McElhinney got to start today with 25 saves. It was the Boston Bruins winning 3-1 over the St. Louis Blues, getting back on their winning track. It was the Panthers doubling up the Buffalo Sabres 4-2. The Carolina Hurricanes is another Metropolitan Division team that's quality. Beat the Canadiens 2-0. I think we could just about say au revoir to the Montreal Canadiens playoff hopes. The Senators got a nice overtime win over the Ducks, ending their losing streak. It was the Predators 5-0 winners over the Kings. It was the Lightning getting a 7-4 win over the Flames. The Avalanche got an overtime win over the Oilers 4-3. The Stars beat the Coyotes 4-1. And the Canucks a 4-2 winner over the Chicago Blackhawks. But the big story in the NHL on Thursday night is those amazing Vegas Golden Knights. 3-2 win in overtime. And this win on the goal by David Perron in overtime secures them the best record ever for an expansion team. It was their 34th win. They're 34-12-4. The previous record was 33 wins, held by the Ducks and Panthers, who both came to this league in 94. Each won 33 games. That was the previous record for wins for an expansion team. The Knights have the record now at 34 wins and still have 32 games left. Still the second best team overall in the NHL. Still first place in the Western Conference. Absolutely stunning. NBA, Blake Griffin made his debut on Thursday night with his new team, the Pistons, and had a great game. 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists as Detroit edged the Grizzlies 104-102. It was the Wizards performing some magic to get a win over the Raptors, 122-119. The Timberwolves ended the Bucks winning streak with a 108-89 win in Minnesota. The Rockets shot down the Spurs 102-91, and the game of the night, it was the Denver Nuggets holding off a big rally by the fourth quarter for the Oklahoma City Thunder, winning 127-124 on as Gary Harris answered Paul George's game-tying three-pointer with a three-pointer at the buzzer. Following the game, of course, Russell Westbrook got into a shoving match with a fan. Now, usually you don't want to see players touch fans, but this fan got right in Russell Westbrook's face after he lost a tough game. I think all in all, Westbrook's reaction was reserved, just giving it a slight shove. How does security let a fan get that close to Westbrook? Very poor job by the security in Denver. Very poor job. Let's take a quick look at the NBA standings. It's our weekly look at the NBA standings. The Celtics are the top team in the East at 37-15. The Raptors are 2 games back, 34-16. The Cavaliers, who have played a little bit better as of late, are 30-20. The Heat and Wizards are each 29-22 in the 4 and 5 spots. The Pacers are 29-23. The Bucks are 27-23, and the Pistons are on the 8th slot at 24-24. The Pistons, who've just added Blake Griffin, are still out of the playoffs at this moment at 24-26. The Knicks are 23-29. The Hornets are 21-29. The Nets are 19-33. The Bulls are 18-33. The Magic are 15-35. And the Hawks are in the cellar at 15-36. Out west, the Warriors continue to set the pace at 40-11. The Rockets are close behind at 37-13. The Spurs are 34-20. Minnesota is 33-22. Oklahoma City, despite their loss, is 30-22. Portland is 29-22. The Pelicans are 27-23. The Nuggets are 27-25, and the Clippers are 25-25, just outside the playoffs at the moment. Then you got the Utah Jazz at 22-28. The Lakers at 19-31. The Grizzlies 18-33. The Suns 18-34. The Kings 16-34, and the Dallas Mavericks way behind 16-36. You got a sense that there's going to be a big breakup of that team at the end of the year. I don't think we're going to see another. I think this is Dirk Nowitzki's last year in Dallas. Today's 3 stars are Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets, who had a triple-double, 29 points, including 2 clutch free throws late in the fourth quarter, 13 rebounds, a biggest rebound late in the fourth quarter, and an assist, 14 assists, including the one that set up Gary Harris's game-winning 3-point shot. Cam Ward is our second star to Hurricanes, had 28 saves in the shutout against the Canadiens, and the Paul George, who hit a 3-pointer before Harris, and had 43 points for the Thunder in the losing effort, is our third star. Today's birthday shutout goes to St. Louis Cardinals legend Red Shandings, who turns 95. He managed the Cardinals to 2 straight World Series, 1967, 1968, and is a member of the Hall of Fame. And we take a look back to 1956, when Tenley Albright became the first American woman to win a gold medal in the Winter Olympics, taking home gold in figure skating, finishing just ahead of fellow American Carol Heiss. And she did this just weeks after severely cutting her leg. So check out the full story of Barstool Sports and the Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Good day.